Westmore, this is for you. It's all blue. From Chicago to Baltimore, from Zion to Annapolis, from A to Z. It's the Shorty and Westmore story. This is the Baltimore Free School from the Baltimore Bloc. We used to do it at Red Emmers when it was on North Avenue. Now we're doing it online. Social media for social change. I'm an activist in Baltimore, and my activism is very well known. I'm the founding member of the Baltimore Bloc, and these are my friends. You feel me? That's Pine, Free Keith Davis. That's Kelly Davis, Tawanda Jones, Anthony Anderson, Maurice Donald Johnson. You feel me? I'm an activist in Baltimore, and my activism started long before I met these people. That's 2007. I went home on vacation and came back on probation because I wanted to end the war on drugs. I was bringing up the war on drugs to address the violence in our communities. I'm an activist from the 80s. You feel me? I'm an activist from the 80s. In 2006, I chose to use a toilet. A toilet don't care if you're black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. Each morning you wake up, before you put on your makeup, you take a shit or a piss. In the Navy, in the service, they taught us about that. They call it the head. Shit, shower, and shave. And you got to do it in less than 15 minutes. You feel me? Art and activism. Flushing careers down the hole. That's a B. That's from Zion, because I'm the man from Zion. Lift me up. Yeah, I'm going to lift you up. You feel me? I'm going to lift you up. That's Ben Jealous from the NAACP. And he's been sitting on this information for the longest. Like I said, this is a learning moment. Shorty's barbecue. Shorty's bootleg barbecue. That's Adrian Jones. That's Ashelbrook. And that's Kwa'isi and Fume. That's Kwa'isi and Fume. So we're going to tell you the Shorty story. Shorty's pit beef and ribs and catering. Maybe you heard of my dad. Where's the beef? You feel me? That's Robbie Paymer. All right? Joe can play with customers. All right? That's me, Dwayne Davis. That's when I started my business in 1997. That's me. I got the 2021 Weaver Award winner. I got 9 nominations, more than anybody else that was nominated. And I nominated others this year for the 2022 Weaver Awards. You feel me? Dwayne Davis has been building communities in Baltimore for over 20 years and is passionate about bringing people together, getting them to think about things in new ways and ideas and take care of them with good food. These are the supporters of Shorties. These are the people that signed off on this. You feel me? Where's the beef? That's Hassan Giordano and DMV News, the 2018 Freedom Fighter Award. All right? That's my Martin Luther King moment. I mean, my Malcolm X moment. See that? Hassan Giordano Group, Baltimore News, Malcolm X. That's Shorty Davis. That's my certificate of birth. I'm not from here. I'm from Illinois. You see that? That's my certificate of birth. It's a live birth certificate. North Chicago, Illinois, 1607 14th Street. Davis, a male, 122659. I'm white. You feel me? I'm white. That's my mother, Corrine Davis. You feel me? That's my birth certificate. I'm a white man in a black body. So when I talk about racism, I got a reason. I can prove it. Certificate of birth, and there goes the seal. Shorty is white. You feel me? It don't matter if you black, white, because Martin Luther King didn't care. The context of your character is what matters. And on February the 6th, 2011, I applied for Martin Luther King's job. Y'all locked me up and charged me with terrorism. I was trying to go to the Supreme Court about the war on drugs. Yeah. That's me. P.O. Box 38, Waukegan, Illinois. And that's the Department of Justice, Patrick Fitzgerald. Wayne Kim, U.S. Department of Justice, from a correctional facility. From a correctional facility. Shorty, pull your mask up? No. Shorty gonna unmask Baltimore and everything that Baltimore been doing since 1998. No, since 1991 when I got here. All right? Those are criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. Like I said, this is a Saturday morning class. Shorty, pull your mask up. Y'all made me internationally known. Y'all didn't pay me for that. That's copyright infringement. Intellectual property theft. I'm Shorty. I'm an entity. I'm a property. I'm a body. I'm a business. Donald Trump selects Bartlett for the seat. Well, I want to go to the Supreme Court. Chief Justice Roberts instructed me to file a writ of certiorari. President Trump has this information. The Supreme Court has this information. We're doing checks and balances. No part of the government is stronger than the other. Like I said, this is Saturday morning school. No part of the government is stronger than the other. Judicial, executive, and legislative branches of the government. That's the Baltimore Sun. That's the Baltimore Sun. And that's me, right here. Shorty, Dwayne Davis. You feel me? That's me. Baltimore's the city that reads, so I hope you're reading this. Dwayne Shorty Davis, a Baltimore activist, has been involved in issues including corruption in the judicial system, police brutality, political transparency in the prison military industrial complex. All right? His program, Shorty's, self-help organization for the redevelopment and re-education of the young, finally referred to as Shut 'em Down Shorty. He challenges the racist, corrupt state officials. You feel me? That's me. And that's Amnesty International. Amnesty International, because in 2023, if I don't get justice, I'm going to Amnesty International. I'm going to the world court because y'all kidnapped me and stole me from my family. That's Dred Scott, 2010. I gave this to ABC2. All right, that's the case, 07CF4988. And I broke your prison industry down like Operation Greylord. All right, check it out. It's all legal. WJZ got this. Fern Shen from the Baltimore Brew got this. ABC2 works to keep the corruption alive. You feel me? And that's then. And that's now. Because that's from 2010. That's the state of Illinois. Circuit Court in the 19th Judicial District. People of the state of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. 074988. I never got a trial. And this is my witness list. David Irwin, Ed Norris, Cheryl Nelson, Dwayne Gerald Davis Jr., Philip Davis, Congressman Elijah Cummings, all right, Glenn Nelson, Silver Springs, Paul Weinblatt, Sheriff Fisher, Baltimore County, President Barack Obama, Senator Obama. You see that date? 2008. 2008. I need a trial. I never got a trial. 074988, State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. Michael Waller, States Attorney, Lake County, Illinois. Judge Stark, Judge Rossetti, Judge Boris, Judge Foreman, Audrey Nixon, Angelo Kyle, Robert Sabanjan Jr., Sheriff Karan, Robert Evans Sr. That's before he died. That's February 2008. That's my phone number. And that's mail theft. Because the state stole property from me. They stole mail from me. That's the United States Postal Service. Dwayne G. Davis, Shorty's Underground. All right? Business mailbox. 1/2/2008 to the present date. I never gave up ownership of that property. Baltimore County Detention Center was involved as well. Material is enclosed. Federal criminal violations. Contact the Department of Justice. That's from 2012. All right? James Hammond, 1517 Applecroft Lane. Jake Davis, Therese Taylor, Darlene Davis, 441 Renwood. Michael Coombs, 111 Falls Road. That's legal. You feel me? That's legal. And that's my complaint number right there. Mail fraud is a federal offense. That's the interstate compact because y'all was getting paid off of me in Illinois and in Maryland. All right? FBI numbers available. 122659. A.K.A. Shorty. Dwayne G. Davis applying for a transfer from my parole and probation from Illinois to Maryland. Just like Dred Scott. And that's the case right there. City of Baltimore. See the date? July 9th, 2012. See the date? February the 2nd, 8:52 a.m. States Attorney's Office. Greg Bernstein had this. That's the Department of Law. Mr. Nielsen. George Nielsen had this. The state attorney had this. Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake had this. Doug Gansler had this, and Governor O'Malley had this, and these other cases. This first case is a Maryland case. I never got a trial. I never got a trial for the Illinois case, and I never got a trial for this case. I never got a trial. I need a trial. See that? Dwayne G. Davis. And it says I'm white. I'm the blackest white man you ever met. I'm white. And I want that white privilege. I want that white justice. Kyle, Wazi, and Fume, you got to take everything I got and testify in front of the House Judiciary Committee in 2023, because I'm headed to the Supreme Court. That's the Minority Report. I'm outhouses because it's a great outhouse, and I'm outing you public officials. Dear Senator and Congressman, that was 2009, 1402 Lochner, where you kidnapped me from. This is a follow-up to our conversation. I am part of the Randallstown Citizens for Change. You feel me? I'm a 50s baby. Showing you, all right, the world hasn't really changed. Y'all gave them a stimulus package and you forgot about us. You can go to your sign-in log sheet and see the signatures for Dwayne G. Davis, 2/9/2009, to prove I came to your office. All right? Those other people, Burris's office, Mikulski's office, Durbin's office, Hardin's office. Yeah, I've been to y'all's offices because I'm looking for justice. Respectfully submitted, Dwayne G. Davis, Shorty. I'm showing you about white justice and black justice. That's Mr. Humphreys and Mr. McGee, 2009, 1402 Lochner. Secrets must not block justice. So y'all got to get everything from parole and probation. You feel me? The movie is called Racism, and I'm trying to release it by December, my 50th birthday. That was 13 years ago. Y'all locked me up again. Y'all took all the information. Y'all took all the evidence. The movie was about Richard Sher from Square Off because he don't never have us in the community on. It was about Governor O'Malley. It was about parole and probation. It was about your government, and our news media and how they portray black people. The movie goes on to be released regardless what happens to me. Regardless what happens to me, they're going to release the movie. That's the Privacy Act. Dwayne G. Davis, 1402 Lochner. That's my phone number. Lisa Madigan, Dutch Rupersberger, Senator Cardin, Senator Durbin. That's my Illinois Attorney General's in 2008. Dwayne G. Davis, Barbara Mikulski. That's Ozzie Newsome. He signed that. Y'all took the original. That's Ed Mulatolo. Like I say, I cook for 85% of the richest people in the state. Ask Ozzie if he knows Shorty. Ask Ed Mulatolo if he know me. That's the Baltimore Beat. I did their launch party. Lisa signed that. August 20th. I fed like 200 people. Yeah, I fed a lot of people that day. That's the Baltimore Brew. If you go to Fern Shin, she got an envelope. That envelope exposes the corruption. But Fern Shin normally lied to the public. That's academic misbehavior. Towson Toilet investigated as possible bomb similar to the one in another one in Baltimore. That toilet represented the school to prison pipeline that you have in Baltimore City and Baltimore County. The school to prison pipeline. Fern Shin never told you my story. Fern Shin knowingly misled the public. That's Tim Williams, and that's Shorty's ribs. And that toilet was about the media. It was about President Bush. It was about the shoe shine shop, how they shining you on. This is to prove I was making a movie, all right? Racism in the judicial system, that's notarized. That's commode emotion. The Baltimore Sun knowingly lied to the public. You knowingly lied to the public. That was not a bomb. It was a toilet. A toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. And I was just shitting on white people. Just like the Westboro Baptist Church, we going to the Supreme Court. Justice is uphold the freedom of speech. And we going to court for freedom of speech. Baltimore man held in toilet paper. Yeah, that's me. We're going to the Supreme Court, and if you go to Judge Cox, he got that. And he received it in 2017. 5 years Judge Cox been sitting on this. I'm supposed to go to the Supreme Court. That's what I'm trying to do. That's Judge Turnbull. Judge Turnbull had this in 2009. You kidnapped me from my home at 1402 Lockner. Judge Turnbull had it. The Honorable Judge Turnbull concerning the denial of due process and equal protections. That's the case right there. You feel me? Scott Shellenberger. Dred Scott decision of 1857. I hope you don't share the same views as Chief Justice Townley. And that's Governor O'Malley. That's the ACLU. That's the Judge Boris, Governor Quinn, Senator Cardin, Cummings, Mikulski, and the Lawyers Association. That's Mayor Pugh. She's my witness. And she got this in 2018. Mayor Pugh. Scott Shellenberger got this in 2013. Judge Cox got this. They signed for this. Judge Cox, 400 Washington Boulevard. Chief Judge Turnbull, retired, had this before he died, 2013. Eric Holder, 2014. Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake got this. President Obama got it in 2013. States Attorney near him got this in Waukegan, Illinois. Like I said, Dred Scott. I'm a free man in one state and a slave in another. That's Greg Bernstein. That's the Chief of Police, 2013. You took the property and evidence and destroyed it for this case. That's Ronald Davis, 2015. And I got recorded calls to Ronald Davis. Governor O'Malley, 2013. Eric Hardin, Department of Justice, 2018. 7904 Jody Knowles, States Attorney Scott Shellenberger. All right. District Court of Maryland. I filed my charges against y'all. You feel me? 2015, Stephanie Rawlins Blake, Commissioner Davis. I'm writing you this letter so that you have the understanding of my intentions, the commitment to the community to build a better Baltimore. I have attended your town hall meetings in 2014. All right. I did all that. Told you I was making a movie. Respectfully submitted. That's the Baltimore Arts and Promotion. That's the Creative Alliance. You feel me? That's Creative Alliance. That's the Legislative Black Caucus of Maryland, 2009, 1402 Lochner. We are aware of your situation. All right? That's Dutch. That's Cardins. That's Barbara Mikulski. That's Mayor Pugh. That's Turner. That's Tammet. That's Burns. That's Kane. These are your elected officials. Dolores Kelly, historian, and members. These are your members. Ulysses Carey, Anthony Muse, Gladden, Joan Conway Carter, McFadden, Adrian Jones. Y'all got this information since 2009 and won't open your mouth. You feel me? I was making a documentary about you and how you don't represent our black community. Kurt Anderson, Nathaniel Oates. You see GOP Carter? Barbara Robinson, Nathaniel Oates, Keith Haynes, Stooks, Thelma Branch, Cheryl Glenn. You see these? Jolene Ivy. We talking about white corruption because y'all, 2004, former commissioner guilty, Ed Norris. When Ed Norris came out of jail, y'all gave him a job. Y'all gave him a job with CBS Radio, making 6 figures. You feel me? Latino harassment. Yeah, y'all been harassing the Latinos for the longest. Ticket theft. Hispanic justice. Same thing that we going through then, we going through now. Drug shakedown, 2006. I turned in your gun task force in 2010. Y'all came in my house and put guns to my head. Like I said, that's Kwesi Mfume. And you're the governor for the state of Maryland. Will Hanna, you know about this. Kwesi Mfume, do blacks have rights in which white people respect? Westmore, I got first. It's the Baltimore Bloc. It's the school of knowledge, the school of thought. I'm Shorty, the best of the best. Remember that.